Let's start with this letter, which just crossed the wire a few moments ago. A pretty wide-ranging letter. There's a lot of accusations, a lot of exclamation points. Is this the formal defense? Is this the one that he's putting out there for posterity?
Precisely. This is a scathing letter by President Trump issued to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, really summarizing the complete argument that the White House has made about how Speaker Pelosi has presided over these impeachment proceedings. Now, as we speak, the House Rules Committee still discussing the rules for tomorrow's vote on impeachment. Meanwhile, what we don't know is who will be chosen by Speaker Pelosi in order to be the prosecutors in a likely Senate trial. I've got my eye on the 31 Democrats who flipped Trump districts in the midterm elections. Already, Jeff Van Drew, a congressman from New Jersey, has reportedly said he's going to switch parties, that he will not vote in line with Democrats to impeach President Trump. There are 5 other Democrats in Trump districts that remain undecided. And Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell saying on Fox News just the other night that he's hopeful that people like Senator Joe Manchin as well as Doug Jones might ultimately vote with Republicans. So a lot of politicking going on behind the scenes ahead of tomorrow's crucial vote. Senate Majority Leader McConnell also responding in a letter earlier today to Leader Schumer. He told the Senate's top Democrat that absolutely not. There will not be additional witnesses like John Bolton or Mick Mulvaney testifying in a Senate trial. So the back and forth continues here on Capitol Hill.
The back and forth continues, and the House has scheduled this vote. What happens after the House votes? If it passes the House, as it's likely to do because the House is controlled by Democrats, then how quickly does it get to the Senate for a vote? Or for the trial part?
Within days. And behind the scenes, Scarlett, there's a back and forth for how long that trial is going to last, whether or not President Trump would like to see a long trial where Republicans are able to call witnesses themselves, people like Hunter Biden, or a short trial, which reportedly Leader McConnell has been more in favor of, so that Republicans would be able to put this behind themselves as they head into the 2020 races, not just presidential, Scarlett, but also those down ballot races, something that Leader McConnell is definitely very well aware of in terms of how that process is going to go out. So either way, the likely impeachment vote still scheduled for sometime tomorrow, and then we head into the early weeks of next year when that Senate trial will begin.
Kevin, any sense of how quickly that Senate trial is going to be? I know McConnell has sort of suggested that it could be fast. Others say they might try to drag it out.
You know, I just spoke, Romaine, to a senior aide to a prominent Republican senator just within the last 2 hours, and I asked that very question. And what this aide told me was that anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks, but that's a very fluid situation. The bottom line, though, on such a busy week in Washington where lawmakers in both parties are grappling with that funding bill to keep the government open, as well as USMCA, impeachment sucking out all of the oxygen in the room, though leaders in both parties, both Pelosi's camp and McConnell's camp, still very much ambitious to get those other key legislative tenets through by the end of the calendar year.